Go.
Hi everyone, I'm Deputy Frank with Dodge County Sheriff's Office. Today I'm going to show you a virtual tour of our office. We'll start with our parking lot. This is where we do title inspections. Right now we're only able to have 2 cars in our title inspection parking lot at one time. As you can tell, this isn't covered. We also have deputies that may not be able to park here because we don't have the space. As you'll notice, we only have 1 handicap spot for ADA compliance. We'd like to make that more than 1. It's just too small for the amount of patrons that we serve. If you have to have contact with the jail, you would go to this door and that button to have contact with the jail on the 2nd floor. The Dodge County Sheriff's Office moved to this building in 1991. It was actually constructed in 1986 and added on to the Dodge County Courthouse. We're gonna go inside. So as you come in, you'll notice there's actually no place that's safe, that's locked from the outside if someone's following you or potentially attacking you. So right now it's a really small space for people to come into. We'll show you our lobby. This is our lobby for our customers and patrons. So if you have to wait for to speak to a deputy, or if you need to report a crime or a theft, you would wait in this area. It's a really small area. That's all we have right now for citizens. If you need a title inspection or a gun permit, this is where you would see the office staff to take care of that. And now we're going to enter our locked facility. As we come inside, you'll notice that we have 2 small closets for our paper products and also for coats, and it's a small area that you come into. The next thing that I'll show you is our front office. We house 3 office staffs in this office, and it's enough room for 3 desks, and that's about it. We're really outgrowing our space, and we don't have enough space to add additional personnel in that front office. The next thing we'll come up to is our report writing room. In this report room, you'll notice that there's only 1 desk and 1 computer. We have about 20 deputies that utilize this report room and need it to complete their reports, watch videos, and also dictate or type their reports. There's also a bathroom off of this room as well, but it's also utilized by about 20 people. Next, we'll show you all the offices that are utilized in this big office. This is one of our investigators' offices. We have 2 investigators. This is our lead investigator's office. And then we're going to come back to our civil process office. Next, we're going to show you the server room. So if our IT department or anyone has to work on our servers or our phones or our electrical, it's all in one space. Actually, they have to utilize a ladder to get up to our servers because they're so high. All of these should be eye level and easily accessible. We just don't have the space. Also, our electrical panels and phones are in that same space. Next, we'll move on to offices in our interview rooms. This is one office that we have just a cubicle because we don't have enough space in our front office for the 4th office person. This copy machine is utilized by approximately 25 to 30 people throughout the day, so it gets a lot of use. Next, we're going to go into our other storage space. Right now, all of our files that we still need to keep are in this space. There's also an attic that has a small amount of of storage that has a drop-down ladder that's not really easily accessible for our office staff to get to. The next space I'll show you is our evidence processing and our temporary evidence lockers. So all of our lockers here are filled with temporary evidence that deputies would put in that our property officer would take out. These lockers, like I said, are temporary before the evidence moves into a permanent space. They have to be cleared out at minimum once a week. Sometimes the property officer has to come in on their days off to make room for more evidence because we just don't have enough space. Next, you'll see the property evidence computer. It's actually housed just on a shelf on a table because we don't have any space to put a desk back here. This is part of our break room. So we warm up our food when it's time for dinner, and then we don't have enough room here or any tables, so we actually take it all the way back to the training room to eat. Next is our interview rooms. We have 2 interview rooms. This first interview room is very small. It's unfortunately not able to hold more than about 3 people at max. So if we have a family of 5 that comes in, we just don't have the room for anywhere to put them for them to all be together. That's our first interview room. Our second interview room also doubles as our data master room. So our data master is an expensive piece of equipment that's utilized when we have DUIs. Unfortunately, if we have another suspect in here, then we have them in there with that expensive piece of equipment. So we need more interview rooms in order to accommodate to the suspects that we're talking to. This is an exit to the old jail kitchen. We utilize the old jail kitchen for storage as we don't have any in the sheriff's office. So we store things there that we need for grants or equipment that is only utilized at certain times that we need. However, there's no storage in the sheriff's office to do so, so we use that kitchen area back there. Here are the 2 main bathrooms that are utilized by most of the office, and these are one of the only 2 bathrooms in this place. We're gonna now go this way. This is a small utility closet, has mechanical things. Next, I'm gonna show you the garage. So, as of right now, we don't have any space for large evidence processing. We don't have any storage, we don't have any space to do so. We utilize the garage in a pinch to do that. Also housed in our garage is our radio parts and also other things for the jail, mechanical closets and things like that. We also have 2 other offices here, which I'm going to turn around here and show you those. The chief deputy and the sheriff's office are on this side of the building. And then we're going to go to the deputy squad room. All right, this is the deputy squad room. We have about 20 road patrol guys that utilize this space. We have only 2 computers for that many deputies. So we have a lot of people coming and going at different times and utilizing this space. If you'll notice, we only have 12 lockers. So our deputies are all either sharing a locker or unfortunately they don't have one assigned to them yet because we just don't have the space. That means they have to dress at home. There's no locker rooms here so that they can shower or or change so that they can come to work. They have to come dressed from work, which sometimes is a safety aspect. Next, we'll go into our evidence processing lab. So we talked about the temporary lockers back there. Here's where we would process any of our narcotics, field test it, or if we had anything that we needed to do for evidence. As you can tell, there's not a lot of counter space for us to do so. It's a really small area. Next, we're going to move into the sergeant's office. We have 4 sergeants that use this space. Right now we have 4. We're looking to expand to 5, but unfortunately we just don't have the space to do so. This is a cleaning closet that's utilized by our cleaning people. Then we'll move into our mailboxes. So these are mailboxes for all the road patrol deputies. If they have a desk, their mail goes there. This is for any paper communications that we would need from the office staff or involved with any of our cases. Also in this area is our batteries for our portables and gloves and things like that. Now we're going to move into storage area and also our fitness facility. So we have a couple more lockers. They're really small. They're not able to be utilized by our uniforms or anything like that. You could probably maybe fit a pair of boots in there. This is another storage area that right now we're using for computer storage and for our radios that we're doing right now. Also stored in this area are mobile computers. Deputies utilize their computers at work, and then they drop them off, and then they're ready in charge for the next day. As you can tell, the rest of this is just storage, and then we'll head into our fitness facility. I call it a facility. It's pretty small. We utilize this area to work out before shift, but like I said, there's no lockers, so we have to return back home, shower, get ready, and then come back to work. This space is also used as our armory. So any of our guns that are seized or guns that are utilized by us on the road are stored in this area. We use every bit of storage in this area, including the floor, as we rotate ammo and go from there. That room is about 6 by 8. As you can see, there's not a lot of space for us to move around. By the time you get equipment in a room, it's pretty small. Next, we're going to go to our training room. We call this our training room. However, it's more of our multi-purpose room. If we have the sophomores that come every year to the courthouse for election, or other items, other stuff that we have, is where we house it. So we have our trainings back here. We have other items that we would have back here as well. We also have this space for our break room. So like I said, we utilize the microwave up front, and then we come back and we eat our food back here. So this is our break room as well. As you can tell, we have a fridge and a water cooler. So this is where the virtual tour ends. We would encourage you guys to look at the Joint Law Enforcement Center project and let us know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. We want to hear it all. We want to understand what your opinions are and go from there. So make sure you like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter for all the updates for our project. Thanks.